So here I just landed in the Maldives. Got here at 6 in the morning and got some breakfast. And here I found a few drinks I've never seen before. They're free, so I just took them. Our flight will visit 2 islands, so the first one is the Emerald and then to Alila, which is where I'll be staying at. I've actually never seen this many seaplanes before. I don't think I've seen a seaplane before. But the water was beautiful. Here they are just packing all our luggages in. It was hot, like really, really hot. It should get better once we get in the air. These pilots, they don't wear shoes, which I have heard of when I did my research before going to Maldives, but quite a sight, to be honest. So it was actually raining a little bit. It wasn't too bad. It was still quite sunny. Here we are above the local islands. I believe these are one of the earlier establishments for people who don't want to travel too far. Once we go a little further, we see some of the newer islands. They provided us with these booklets to read more about the airline. The flight there is about 45 minutes to the first island, and then an additional 15 minutes to Alila. It's a bit far out, but I've heard good things about the island, and you'll see why in a little bit. And after 45 minutes, we just arrived at the Emerald. I'm just waiting for people to get off. And it looks like we're going to be taking off once again. Here's a little inside view. Look at that, I can see the little island already. I honestly love the way these water villas look. Like, it just looks so clean and minimalistic. And here we're getting ready to land. So this is for breakfast. Breakfast is always included with the all-inclusive. But the menu looks pretty good. They gave me a glass of champagne at like 8 in the morning. This is the room, 209. I actually really like it. It's not too close to the shore, but it's not too far into the lagoon. There's a look inside the room. Everything you see is complimentary. This is outside. It was really nice. Like, we were one of the earlier guests to check in. It's a relatively small island, so it was just easier to get around. Although I did request for a golf cart to pick me up almost every day because I just don't like to walk. So day one, because I just landed and like I said, it was drizzling a bit, I decided to walk to the restaurant. I can tell you that this was one of, I think, the only 2 walks I've made from one side of the island to the other. Oh my god, it's a bat. It's so cute. I got to the restaurant after like 15 minutes of walking. Everything just tasted so good. and these are the a la carte menus. We came back after the meal and went to check out the views a little more. Then we have the front of the villa, and I saw the sun was setting, and because it was raining earlier, I think it's gonna be a really nice sunset, and it was. So around sunset, I went to this little cafe that they had. It was right beside the restaurant. And yes, I did call a buggy because I was not gonna walk again. Give me a break, I'm on vacation. When the sun was setting, it looked really, really nice. I think this day, the first day I arrived, was the most beautiful sunset. So they got a DJ out, and let me just tell you, the views are spectacular. Like, it looks even better in person. I also went to bed pretty early that night. I was up for a long, long time. But here are some photos that I took for the day, and I'll see you on day 2. Ooh, it's big. Oh, it is so cute. And the baby shark too. Oh, he's swimming to this stingray. So after day 1 of exploring the land, here we're exploring the sea. So I went snorkeling. Last night we got to talk to some of the divers, and they said Alila is amazing because it's in the border of the big ocean, so you get to see so many different varieties of fish. You can even get sightings of really large eagle rays without having to go too far, even dolphins in the morning. And while I was exploring, I saw how deep the drop is as soon as you leave the house reef. This is like my biggest fear. It's just one step and you're like plummeting down. But I saw some really big fish out. I did not go out there because I was scared. But within the reef, there are some amazing species of fish. It's quite sad because we got to learn about the effects of global warming on the corals and how they're getting bleached. And it's just really sad to see that these amazing, beautiful animals don't get to live in these beautiful habitats they used to be able to live in. But afterwards, I was really tired, so I went and ate more. I feel like it's a common reoccurring theme with this vacation is that the food is just so good. What is amazing is that all the food is a la carte, so you order whatever you want to eat and then they make it, they bring it out to you fresh. For breakfast, like I said, it's included in the all-inclusive. For lunch, it's roughly about $150 per person USD, and for dinner it's usually around $200 USD per person. So if you were gonna go, fully recommend to get the full board. So welcome to day 3. It's pretty much the same. Breakfast in the morning. Check out that pho. It was actually really good. And then we visited the library where we got to learn more about the history of the place. And today is scuba diving day. It's a extra charge on to the vacation package, but definitely worth it. So just walking outside, and there's another restaurant. It's a smaller one on the side compared to the big one that we usually eat at. I went and got this nice little coconut that everybody gets with the name stamped. And we're just walking alongside the beach. It's So this was near the sea salt restaurant, the main one. There is another restaurant that we'll be having dinner at later. It started to rain slightly after. I really wish I could stay here forever. Personally, I love the rain, so when it started to rain, I just went out to the cafe and just ordered a bunch of drinks, which were all included. Here I am on the way back to the villa, and then we were getting ready to go diving. I just love the sound of the rain. This is for lunch. Just got a bunch of salads and some other a la carte items. The burger was okay. Tasted like any burger, but everything else was cooked perfectly. So the rain got a little bit better. So it doesn't always rain in the Maldives. This was in between the dry and wet season, so it was very lucky that we got to experience both. I came back and I saw this really large eagle ray, which people said it was very rare to find, swimming right under our villa. Look how big it is. I can't speak enough about the views because the time I was there, I got to experience like 5 completely different sunsets, and they're all just beautiful in their own ways. See over there, that's the main restaurant, that's the sea salt, and that's the private island. So this is the restaurant that I was talking about earlier. It's a Japanese fusion restaurant. You have to make a reservation for this restaurant, and it was the closest one to our villa. It's not included with the all-inclusive package, but you do get 75 USD per person as a resort credit. And that's a wonderful end to the night. You do see that under the villas at night there are some really large fish. So do not recommend swimming in there. Okay, it's like day 3, 4? Oh, it's Wednesday. So I'll just unlock this. It's pretty nice out here. Not bad, not bad. see, I think they restocked it again. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, it's like my favorite one. That's a beautiful sunset. I'm just getting ready for dinner. It's barbecue night, and the chef made a special dessert for me, as well as this noodle bowl, which the chicken was bland, but other than that, the noodles were good. Just the view from the bathtub. Honestly, everything is just perfection at this place. So we got to day 5. Once again, started out going to this nearby restaurant for breakfast rather than the sea salt restaurant. I had these like dried vegetables, which I don't really like vegetables. These skewers are honestly too good. We have special minced meat as well as chicken wings. Then I went to sea salt for dessert. Like I said, every day there's a different sunset. This sunset is the second most beautiful sunset when I was there. It was just bright red for the whole entire golden hour. Went back to Umami, the Japanese fusion restaurant. This place is the best restaurant on the island, so if you were to go there, definitely eat there. Some sushi rolls. And we had the catch of the day. In order to set up reservations, we had our in-house villa host, and then we just gotta tell him what time we want it to be. Waking up the next day, there's this bittersweet feeling. I guess it comes with every single end to a great vacation, but this one especially because it was my dream vacation. It was kind of difficult to say goodbye, but after a while, I know I still have about a whole day left at this place before I fly out at like 8 in the evening. So we're just gonna spend a good last day at this island. One thing about me is that I like to live in the present. Rather than capturing moments, I prefer to experience them. I do feel very grateful to be in a position where I'm privileged enough to go on a vacation of this caliber. I know there are times in my life when I don't feel particularly happy. Not to say that spending extravagant amount of money on a vacation will make me happy, but it does show me that there are people in life who I have not met, places in life that I have not been, and it just motivates me to live my best life. And after this trip, I can say that I have a better outlook on life, and I can't wait to see where the rest of my life will take me.